All right, real quick before we start today's episode, we opened nominations for the very first Max Lock Awards. And honestly, this one means a lot to me because it's something I've been wanting to do for several years, and we're finally doing it. These awards are about recognizing the people who are genuinely making an impact in the legal industry, the people building standout brands. They're innovating, they're creating incredible cultures and teams, marketers getting attention for their law firms, leaders giving back to the community, people pushing the industry forward and raising the standard for all of us. We created 10 different awards to celebrate law firm owners inside the community and the legal industry. And I'd love for you to take a few minutes and nominate someone that you know. Nominations are open now through June 30th at maximumlawyer.com/awards. And hey, make sure you nominate more than one person if you want. There are 10 different awards, so nominate away. Nominate someone for every single category if you know someone that fits that role. There are a lot of people that are in the community, in the Max Law community, that deserve to be recognized, and hopefully you will share the love and recognize those that deserve to be nominated. All right, Ryan. So we have you out here in Chicago. You're going to lead our YouTube accelerator with Jeff Hampton. But you were telling me about something a couple of days ago that is really cool. I twisted your arm and convinced you to talk about it a little bit. It's a skill that you created for, like, it's basically your entire YouTube process, right? Is that how it is?
Yeah. So I've paid $15,000 to probably the top YouTube strategists out there, and so I took what they were doing, getting all the transcripts off of our conversations, learned everything they're doing, applied what I'm doing, and put it all into Claude, had Claude build it all out and say, extract everything. What are we doing? This is what I do. This is how I do it. This is my process. And put it in there to build a skill. And now I would call it a 9 to 9.5 out of 10 from those guys. YouTube strategist.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, like, I'm excited if some way you'll show it to me. It's pretty cool. Walk me through, I guess, how it works. Like, what does it do for you?
So probably the easiest way to explain it is YouTube in general. So YouTube is all about title, topic, thumbnail. Those are most important things. So that's what I built this on. Mm-hmm. So I will have this thing. It knows our channel, knows what we're about, knows who our channel's for, what we're trying to achieve with the channel. Is it a growth channel? Is it a views channel for YouTube, or is it trying to just get clients? So it's trained on that. It's also trained on our whole brand voice and all of that. So it knows everything about the law firm. Mm-hmm. And then the skill will then go in and study YouTube, find outlier videos the same way I would. I have our channel trackers of here's our exact niche channels that we look at. Here's our adjacent niche channels we look at. So it goes into, it's the platform I use is oneof10.com. So it goes in there. It opens our trackers. It says, okay, here's the exact niche that you're looking at. Over the last 6 months, here's the outlier videos. So these are good topics. So I'm going to apply those to the title formats that you like using. Then I'm going to go over to the adjacent niches, and I'm going to see what titles are working, and I'm going to apply those, and I'm going to marry it together based on your goal. And I usually say, give me 10 ideas. And it gives me the 10 ideas that I'm looking for with an idea for what the thumbnail should be, with the title. And it gives me all the research data of like why this is good and its recency and relevancy to what we're doing.
So what is the input? I guess, how does it start? What triggers this thing to start off?
I do it in Cowork. Okay. So I just learned Cowork.
Nice.
You.
Yes,
you told me I need to do this, and I finally got time. So I go into Cowork and I say, on the YouTube channel, Thomas and Weber, or the real estate lawyer, go find me 10 YouTube titles based on my skill. And that's it. Like, there's not some crazy prompt because I've trained it on what it does. And so it'll start the whole process. It'll open up, oneof10.com. It'll open up YouTube. It'll look at our most recent videos. It'll look at what we've done, and then it'll go through it. It'll also prioritize them. So 1 through 10, like number 1 is what it thinks the best priority one is. And so I'll still go through and I'll say like, okay, I like this one. I don't like this one, but I was paying a lot of money for someone to do this for me, and it would take them, we'd have a monthly call and they'd do their research and all that. And I'd still get my 10 titles and I'd pick the ones that I wanted. And now I just have Claude do it. And I compared it against what they were doing, and I don't want to say the same. I'm not going to discredit them.
Sure.
But it's really close. And so do I want to continue paying $7,500 every 3 months? Or do I want to just use this and say, well, I got it 95% of the way. What's the human element that they were adding to it that I can also add to it to get the same idea?
All right. So you all hit 100,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen a pretty big uptick over the last few weeks. How much of that can you attribute to what you just built out?
100%.
Really?
Yeah. So we changed our YouTube strategy. We used to be YouTube to try and get clients to the business. It was working. We were getting between 5 and 15 phone calls a week. So like I've posted in the Maximum Lawyer group and said, hey, look, this is a
you
email.
Show and tell. You do really well. Yeah.
Like this literally came from our website this morning. It's like, hey, Tiffany, I watched your YouTube video. I have this problem that you answered. Do you think you could help me? It's like, we get those weekly, but we were only getting like 1,000 to maybe like 3,000 views a video. And don't get me wrong, like it's great. It was working. But I started seeing like the numbers grow and I got like real excited. I wanted to get to 100K. And the difference was we were really niched into North Carolina law specific, because that's where we are. And we had to go broader, because if you want to get views and be a YouTuber, it's the broad approach. And so as soon as we shifted to broader, I think we've had about, let's say 11 or 12 videos. The lowest viewed video since we've shifted is like 30,000 views, and we've got one that's 600,000, our number 2 best ever video. And it's 100% doing that exact strategy.
So from listening and talking to you and Jeff Hampton, I kind of got like, there's sort of a recipe, I guess, when it comes to like what makes a good video. And that's probably oversimplifying it, but it seems like the research and then like the mechanics of the thumbnails and the titles and things like that, that's like, feels like it's like 80% of it.
YouTube
as opposed to
is
recording.
a click first platform. If you do not get the click, you don't get the view. So none of it matters. You could be the smartest lawyer with the best information, with the most beautiful video, but if someone doesn't click on the video because the title wasn't a format that works, the topic wasn't relevant that people were looking for, and the thumbnail didn't grab attention and work together, the video doesn't matter. So you actually focus. I put about 80% effort into that. And then the rest of it it's all Claude as well. Like Tiff's videos are scripted, but they're not scripted from me just telling Claude, like, here's the video title, go do it. She sends me a voice note of what she wants to say. So she basically gives me a 5-minute rough draft of all the things that she would like to say in it. And then we use our script writing framework that we've built out in Claude, and it then puts it all together into the exact framework that we want for a good YouTube script.
And that's where like there's like that specific expertise of the attorney that makes sense. Some of the stuff that the nuance that you wouldn't get whenever you like if you were to just do it yourself, right?
For sure. So like, you know, like we can use you for example. If you're making a video, and it wouldn't be this, but let's just say like, you know, 7 things you should never say to the car insurance adjuster, and you're going through, you're like, number 1, I want to say, you know, you never tell them I'm having a good day. Actually, I have a story I want to mention. I had this client, he said, how are you doing on the phone? And my client responded, oh, I'm fine. And then they used that against us when we went to trial. And so you tell that story. And then in the script, it puts it in there, and it's not AI generated. It's not something that someone else could use. This is your actual information. And that's how you use AI well.
Yeah.
No one knows that it's AI written. No one, because it's Tiffany's actual thoughts and opinions and stories.
Do you all use the teleprompter?
Yes. We just started though.
Okay.
Like this year. So probably the last 25 videos. I hate it. I'm terrible. I tried to read off my teleprompter yesterday. It's like I don't know how to read. I don't know what happens. Now, Tiff, she screws up like once out of a 10-minute script. She's like perfect. And she loves it because her time involvement of actually recording videos now, we just calculated it. We're total, me and her, editing 15 hours a month for YouTube.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah. Her involvement is 2 hours a month.
That's pretty good.
So that's her just voice noting and sitting in front of the teleprompter to make 1 YouTube video a week. For us, that generated 1.5 million views last month. That also generated $7,800 in AdSense, which to me is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Because now I do the marketing. I got a free $7,800 to go run ads to go actually market the business in our local area. So that's why we shifted to the broad strategy.
I love when you send me those text messages where you'll send me, I kid you not, everyone, he sends me these breakdowns. Here's how much we spent on these ads. Here's how much we made on the, like, it's really impressive. You factor in like the AdSense and all that, which it's really impressive. And like, I just love that you're focusing on the numbers.
Yeah.
But you're like, you got free advertising basically, because like the marketing paid for itself, which is just incredible.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like $7,800 is not like unmeaningful.
No, but it pays for all the ads.
I use it to actually make us money.
Yeah.
So like I could be happy and just be like, that's my $7,800. No, I'm going to say, well, now I'm going to invest the $7,800 into the thing that I'm getting a 9x return. So that $7,800 just turned into $70,000. Yep. So YouTube paid me to make $70,000.
Well, then you have like, you kind of extrapolate out even more, right? Like, so yeah, like that's a bunch of money. But then like you have the funnel for getting people to the webinars. And the next thing you know, you have like 45 people show up to a webinar.
Started it yesterday. I mean, 24 hours in, we have 42 people signed up. I've spent $170.
I mean, it's like you like the things you're doing are just, it's brilliant. It's awesome. I mean, it's really cool.
It's fun. I love it. And I have no issue sharing everything that we're doing because it takes work. Like it is hard and it takes a long time to get skilled at it. So I can tell you what we're doing, and I can share everything, but you got to actually do it. That's
what I love about I asked you to come on here just talk about the YouTube skill. You shared some stuff. If people want to reach out to you and just kind of pick your brain about the Claude skill that you created for YouTube, I guess what would you call the skill?
I call it the YouTube research skill. Okay. Now I have it built out for each individual channel, and that's kind of like what makes it work. So like with us having the skill, we have it, but you would also have to like tailor it to what your goals are and what your needs are. So there's probably, I haven't tried this yet. And this is what we were talking about of like, oh, well, do you want to sell this? Like, yeah, sure. Like this is going to help people and it's very valuable. It's $15,000 of education plus all the 6 years of being on YouTube learning piled into just Claude.
Sure.
It's really good. But I would have to figure out like the prompt to help someone train it into what they're doing first to then deploy the skill, which I don't think is hard.
Right. Well, I mean, like if I'm understanding you correctly, that means you're going to save yourself, I don't know, what, $60,000 this year, if not more, on having to pay for someone else to do all that for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've done them in like 3-month sprints. So I paid them for my channel first to see like how are they, it worked really well. Like I just want to get monetized. Like I do it when I have these little goals. Like I have a goal. I want to get monetized. So I paid them. It worked. I learned a bunch from it. I applied it to the law firm's channel. It worked. And then I was like, oh, I've got the YouTube accelerator. You know what I'd really love to do? Be at 100,000 subscribers by the time I get there.
And you nailed it.
And we did it.
Nailed it, yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll pay them to sprint and see on what a bigger channel. What would they do on that? Well, that's when they opened my eyes up of broadening.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're still, and to this day, we're still getting the same amount of website increase. We're still getting everything the same. We've just added 1 million plus views a month. And I'm like, great, it works.
All right. Well, if people want to ask you questions about it, how do they get in touch with you?
I'm pretty easy. Probably Instagram's the easiest. I'm usually on there the most. So it's at Ryan Weber Marketing. But my YouTube channel's hopefully helping as many law firm owners as possible of just like understanding marketing and, maybe bringing a thing or two in-house to not have to pay guys like me. That'd be great.
Same name, Ryan Weber Marketing for
just Ryan
YouTube.
Weber.
Okay, Ryan Weber on YouTube.
See this beautiful face.
Love it. Not Jeremy Weber. Ryan Weber. Got to make a reference. All right, thanks for doing this, dude. Appreciate it.
You know that feeling when you leave a conversation with someone and suddenly your brain is firing on all cylinders again? That's MaxLawCon. This October in Atlanta, you'll be surrounded by law firm owners who are building smarter businesses, dialing in their systems, growing their teams, using AI, improving intake, marketing, and finances, all of it. The conversations, ideas, and people in this room will push you to think bigger about what's possible for your firm. And honestly, there's just something different about being around people who are actually doing the thing. Go to maxlawcon.com and grab your ticket today.